This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hey everybody, I am Mitch English.
Yes, I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome back to Daily Flash.
And we're so glad to have you here.
Yes.
Maddie, we got fans everywhere, don't we?
Fans everywhere, and they send us notes all the time, so make sure you do. But in our 219 markets across the country, make sure you send us a note and send it to your friends. They can check out our website, dailyflashshow.com. You can see where you can find us. And today we are spotlighting our friends at KLPD in Denver, Colorado.
Denver!
A city I'm dying to go to. 'Cause
Mile high.
I hear it's just a hoot up there for multiple reasons.
I know why you want to get. Really, yeah, it's actually a cool. It's the world's largest airport. I know that.
Stapleton? Is it still called Stapleton?
I'm not sure of the name of it, but I do know they're saying there's government conspiracy. The underground.
Underground.
Yeah, but Denver's a cool place.
It's a real Area 51.
Probably so, right? There is a huge divide, I'm sure you knew this though, of our youths between young men and young women. Apparently they are wildly out of sync when it comes to life goals.
Oh, yes.
And this really surprised me when
Yeah.
it came out. It was a story that was in the New York Post, and it came from the Survey Center on American Life, which sounds like somebody's write-off.
Sounds like an NGO that was funded
Yeah.
by some dark money.
It sounds like it. But they're saying we might be possibly running into a baby bust, meaning we might not have enough babies because young men and young women have different life goals. This is the surprising part. According to this research, many young men say that family and kids are a top priority, where young women are actually putting careers, their independence, and personal freedom first. So where I think a long time ago where we at least thought like, well, you know, I wanted to be a mom and raise a
Yes.
family and
Yeah.
as
Get
a man.
married, have kids, buy a home, the whole shebang.
Now I think where the gender role has kind of changed a little bit about that, where you know, men are like they want to actually have a family, and where it's the other way around. And now I think women are more have more opportunity. I think is another big reason.
Yes.
And they're saying because of things like this is that well now they're not coupling as much and they're not wanting to have a family.
Yeah, and there's a lot of talk about population collapse. Elon Musk talks a lot about it. He's like, procreation is important. And of course, he has
He would be the guy.
14 children. I've lost count. So he's doing his part for the rest of us. But it is fascinating when you think about it, like, you know, the way trends have been skewing for women. They've been very career driven. They've been pushed to like, get a job, get a career, have something for yourself. And now I think, you know, we could see the tides turn a little bit once they understand that, you know, what a priority to men now is women, you know, marrying, having a family, having kids, leaving some kind of legacy.
Having having my second marriage, obviously, anybody that's been married twice will probably tell you the same thing: is that you realize, well, you know, hopefully you do realize by the second time you marry what you need in life. You know, I always felt like my first marriage, I had to provide. And when I found a woman that did not need me at all, and is 100, and Matt and I, we talk about this all the time, that they don't need us at all. There is some kind of relief and sexiness about that.
Oh, really?
100%, because it's like you've taken so much pressure off of me.
Yes.
Until they start making all the decisions. And what do you mean I don't get that?
And then you're emasculated, and it's a whole other
But
conversation.
all in all, it took a lot of pressure off me knowing that my wife she wants to be with me.
Yes.
Instead of needing to be with me, whereas I think generations ago it was the other way around. It's like, well, you have to find a man if you're gonna ever make it in life, and you have to have kids, otherwise you'll be an old spinster.
Yes, and I think that's a really great point because I think a lot of women don't want to get caught in that trap of I'm depending on a man for
There you go.
everything. And then once that man decides I'm up and leaving you for someone else, then you're like, okay, now what do? I've got to find a career, I've got to find a job, I've got to make money for myself. So I think there's been an interesting shift when it comes to that dynamic of providing and expectation.
100%, and it's cyclical by all means.
Yes.
And I think we're seeing leveling out as far as pay scale goes and that sort of thing, and more women are actually saying, you know what, I can actually have a career and I can actually have a family as well.
Yes.
I think it's staying in tune to try to find out. There was nothing I wanted to be more than a dad when I was younger. I wish I would have waited. I was very, very young when I had my first kid, but I'm happy I did. I just wish they'd left that pressure off of having it. I would have waited longer. Does that make sense?
Of course, yeah.
There we go.
Let us know what you think. We're back right after this.